Imagine you have extra money each month, and you're standing at a fork in the road. One path says, pay off your mortgage early. The other path says, invest the money instead. This decision comes up for almost everyone trying to build wealth or retire early, and the truth is, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. This is a math problem, a risk decision, and a lifestyle choice rolled into one. Think of your mortgage like a heavy backpack. Every month, you carry it with you. Paying it off early is like setting that backpack down permanently. Investing, on the other hand, is like planting seeds in a field. At first, nothing seems to happen. But over time, those seeds can turn into something much bigger than what you planted. Let's start with paying off the mortgage. When you pay extra toward your mortgage, you are earning a guaranteed return equal to your interest rate. If your mortgage rate is 3%, paying it off early is the same as earning a risk-free 3% return. No market crashes. No volatility. No headlines to worry about. Dave Ramsey often emphasizes this point. His philosophy is simple. Debt equals risk, and eliminating debt creates peace of mind. If you owe $300,000 on a 30-year mortgage at 3%, you could pay over $150,000 in interest over the life of the loan. Every extra dollar you put toward the principal reduces the interest permanently. There's also a powerful emotional and practical benefit. Once the mortgage is gone, your required monthly expenses drop dramatically. That's like lowering the minimum speed you need to stay afloat. In retirement, that can be the difference between needing $80,000 per year and needing $50,000 per year. But paying off the mortgage has downsides. The biggest one is opportunity cost. Money put into your house is not easily accessible. It's like putting cash into concrete. Yes, your net worth goes up, but your flexibility goes down. Now let's talk about investing. Historically, the U.S. stock market has returned around 7% to 10% per year over long periods of time. Warren Buffett has repeatedly said that for most people, simply owning the broad market and staying invested is the smartest move. If your mortgage rate is 3% and your investments average 8%, the math clearly favors investing. Let's put numbers to it. If you invest $1,000 per month for 30 years at an average 8% return, that money could grow to roughly $1,500,000. If instead you put that same $1,000 per month toward a 3% mortgage, you save interest and pay the home off early, but you don't come close to that investment growth. This is where investing often wins on paper. But investing comes with risk. Markets do not move in straight lines. They drop, sometimes sharply, and sometimes for years. J.L. Collins often compares investing to owning a productive farm. Some years the crops are great. Some years there's a drought. But over long periods, productive assets tend to grow. Paying off a mortgage is predictable. Investing is probabilistic. That difference matters. Now let's talk about mortgage rates. At very low rates, like 2.5% or 3.5%, investing usually makes more sense mathematically. At higher rates, like 6% or 7%, the equation changes. Paying off a 7% mortgage is like earning a guaranteed 7% return. That's difficult to beat consistently in the market without taking on more risk. Taxes also matter. Mortgage interest is sometimes deductible, but many people no longer itemize. Investment gains can be taxed, unless you're investing in tax-advantaged accounts. If you invest inside a Roth IRA or Roth 401k, your growth can be completely tax-free. That tilts the numbers further toward investing. But there's another factor experts often highlight. Behavior. If market volatility causes you to panic and sell, investing returns can drop dramatically. In that case, paying off the mortgage may actually produce a better real-world outcome. This is why personal finance is personal. Now let's look at different scenarios. If you're young, have a stable income, a low mortgage rate, and decades ahead of you, investing usually wins. Time is your greatest asset. If you're within 5 to 10 years of retirement, risk matters more than returns. A major market downturn can derail plans. In that case, eliminating a mortgage can create safety and predictability. If your income is unpredictable, paying off the mortgage reduces pressure. It lowers the amount of money you must earn every month to survive. That's like reducing the size of the engine you need to keep running. If your income is strong and consistent, investing can accelerate wealth faster. There is also a middle path. Many experts recommend doing both. Invest enough to capture long-term growth, while making extra mortgage payments for stability. Think of it like building offense and defense at the same time. Here's a simple verdict based on numbers and scenarios. If your mortgage rate is below 4%, investing usually makes more sense mathematically. If your mortgage rate is above 6%, paying it down aggressively often makes sense. Between 4% and 6%, the decision depends on risk tolerance, income stability, and time horizon. If your goal is maximum net worth, investing usually wins. If your goal is maximum peace of mind and lower required income, paying off the mortgage often wins. The best decision is the one you can stick with during market downturns and stressful periods. Because the biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong path. The biggest mistake is freezing and doing nothing. Whether you're killing debt or growing investments, forward progress is what builds freedom. If this helped you think more clearly about the decision, subscribe for more practical money conversations. I'm on the same journey, learning and adjusting as I go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.